Class 4 of Power Electronics of Chapter 2 for KPT Electrical Diploma students, Mangalore. SCR characteristics and working. We have seen the structure of SCR, that is alternate PN layers, like this: PN. Now when anode is made positive with respect to cathode, SCR is said to be forward biased. When anode is made negative with respect to cathode, SCR is said to be reverse biased. In other words, if anode is at a higher potential, if the anode is at a higher potential with respect to cathode, SCR is forward biased. If anode is at a lower potential with respect to cathode, SCR is reverse biased. Fine. So now there are 4 layers, 3 junctions. Let us move to the next slide. First, we will take the forward biased condition. When anode is made positive with respect to cathode, okay, so when forward biased, junction J1 is forward biased, P is connected to anode positive, N is towards negative side, so first layer gets positive, second layer, N layer, gets negative, so junction J1 is forward biased, hence does not oppose any voltage. It is ready for breakdown or conduction. Junction J3, it is also forward biased. P layer is towards positive, N is towards negative. So between third and fourth layer, that is also forward biased. Take junction J2, second and third layer. The second layer is N layer. N is now towards positive. Third layer, the P layer, is towards negative. So this junction is now reverse biased. It will not conduct current. So this junction offers high impedance. In other words, it blocks the voltage. So this is called as forward blocking voltage. A very small current, which is called the leakage current, only will flow. So this is the explanation here. I have made the notes short, but in the video I will explain in detail, because if notes is made too long, it will be difficult for you to write in examination. So this is the forward blocking state or forward blocking mode. This is a case when we discuss the gate being open. The gate circuit is open. You have not connected anything to gate. Assume that you have connected only a supply between anode and cathode, such that anode is towards positive, cathode is towards negative. Load comes in between. Load. So now a small leakage current flows, which is in the order of micro or nanoamperes. So for load, this nanoamperes or microamperes is negligible. Hence, from load point of view, SCR is in off state or blocking state. If this voltage is increased, then for a small voltage this will not conduct, because this junction is reverse biased. As the voltage increases gradually, as the voltage increases, a certain point is reached when this junction breaks down. It loses its capacity to block. Then this junction conducts heavily, because these two junctions are already ready to break down or ready to conduct. This junction also now breaks down due to very high voltage. Now this SCR conducts, and the voltage across the load becomes almost equal to supply voltage. Heavy current flows here. The voltage across the junction becomes lesser than 1 volt. During the blocking state, the whole voltage, what voltage here it was, would be taken by this junction. Say this is 230 volts. The 230 volts is taken by this one. There will be no voltage across the load during off state. When the SCR conducts, this junction breaks down. When this breaks down, the resistance of this junction becomes lesser than 1 ohm, because it becomes a conductor. Initially it was like an insulator, blocking the voltage and flow of current. So now when this conducts, current will increase, hence load will be taking this voltage. Say this is around 500 volts, or say 500 volts. Initially, when this is in off state, the 500 volts will be here. When this conducts, of the 500 volts, 1 volt will be here. Here means here across all these three junctions totally. Here you will get 499 volt. Note that the resistance of this junction will be in mega ohms or giga ohms, say 10 to the power of 6. Load resistance will be in the order of tens or hundreds of ohms, not more than that. You can calculate load resistance. For example, say load is 100 watts. You have here 230 volts. 100 watts, 230 volts. So what will be current? P by V. So you will get around 100 by 230. It will be around 0.4 amperes. V by I. 230 by 0.4 amperes, it will be in the order of 1000 ohms. Suppose say load is 1000 watt. Now V by I will be 230 by 1000 will be 0.2 amperes approximately. V by I 230 sorry 1000 by 230. 1000 watt means I will be equal to 1000 by 230 volts. 1000 watt by 230 volts, around 4 amperes. So V by I, V is 230. 230 by 4 is equal to around 60 ohms, around 60 ohms. So the load resistance will be always tens or hundreds of ohms, maximum 1000. But SCR resistance will be very high in off state and very low during on state. So during off state, this will be 10 to the power of 6. This will be say 100 ohms. So of the 500 volt or 230 volt, more than 99% will be taken by SCR. During on state, more than 99% of this 230 volts will be taken by this. During off state, there will be some drop here. You can calculate how much. V is equal to IR. I, the leakage current will be in nanoamperes. Why? Because say this is 500 volts and this is 10 to the power of 6 plus say some 100 ohms. It is negligible when compared to 10 to the power of 6. So this will be some 500 microamperes. If this is in giga ohms, this will be in nanoamperes. So very small current, say around 500 milliamperes. So voltage here will be V is equal to I into R, 500 microamperes into 100 ohms. How much it will come? 500 microamperes into 100 is equal to some around 5 microvolt. See, here it will be only 5 millivolt. 5 millivolt, 0.05 volt, 50 millivolt. So 0.05 volt here it will be. It is negligible. So this leakage current, which is forward leakage current, we call it as forward leakage current because the SCR is forward biased. So this forward leakage current will not have any effect on load. So when SCR is forward biased, it still does not conduct until the applied voltage increases beyond its forward breakdown voltage. So as you go on increasing this, when the limit is reached, that limit is called as forward breakdown voltage. When that limit is reached, SCR conducts heavily and the voltage across SCR becomes lesser than 1 volt. This is called as forward conduction state. This is said here in these two paragraphs: forward blocking state and forward conduction state. These two conditions are done with the gate open. So forward breakdown voltage is that voltage necessary for the SCR to conduct when gate is open, when there is no gate current. But practically this method will not be applied because applying a high voltage is risky. So this method is never applied to switch on the SCR. Switch on means bringing the SCR into conduction, breaking the junction. So breakdown, turn on, switch on, triggering, firing the SCR all mean one and the same. Now we will see the application of gate. So what we will do is we will apply a gate current. If you apply a gate current, positive gate current means it should be like this. You have to apply current in this direction. A small gate current. If you apply a small current in this direction, then SCR will conduct for a lower voltage than the forward breakdown voltage. Say the forward breakdown voltage of the SCR is 400 volts. Now with the gate open, the SCR needs 400 volts here. If you apply a small gate current, say some 5 milliamperes in this path, 5 milliamperes, the SCR will conduct for say 300 volts. If you increase the gate current, say 6 or 7 milliamperes, SCR will conduct for say 250 volts. If you increase this 10 milliamperes, 200 volts, 12 milliamperes, 150 volt, 20 milliamperes, say 50 volts. If you make this 25 milliamperes, depending upon SCR, this will conduct even for 1 or 2 volts. So you can make the conduction point by setting the gate current, by changing the gate current. More the gate current, less voltage is enough here. More the gate current, less voltage is enough here. In other words, more voltage here, less gate current is enough. It is both are cooperating each other. If there is high voltage here, less gate current is enough. If there is high gate current here, less voltage is enough here. So once the SCR conducts, then the current has to be limited by the external resistance or load resistance. This is called as external resistance because that is external to the SCR. External resistance means circuit resistance. In the circuit, what all resistance is there, that is the resistance. Internal means the internal resistance between anode and cathode. Now there will be usually a small resistance here put here to limit the gate current. So we can control high current using low current. This is called as power circuit or load circuit. This is called as gate circuit or control circuit. The load current is also called as anode current. Gate current is also called as control current. Here it can be 100 volts, 200 volts, or even 1000 volts, 10,000 volts, very high volts also. SCR is capable of withstanding, operating, handling thousands of volts and thousands of amperes. Hence it is a power device. Hence we call this as a power semiconductor device. SCR is a unilateral device. Hence current flows only in one direction, that is like this, anode to cathode inside the SCR. In the external circuit, it is from cathode to anode. So direction will be like this. You can see within the structure current flows from anode to cathode. Externally current flows from cathode to anode. Anyhow, the direction is like this because the battery polarity is like this. Current flow will be according to the battery polarity.